Prosper High School. I'm Elise Parker, and coming up today on Point After, we will highlight the boys and girls soccer season as it came to an end on Tuesday night with a tough loss against Frisco Centennial, as well as look at the scores from the previous baseball and softball games and congratulate the girls lacrosse team on their first win in program history. That's all coming up today on Thursday, March 27th. But first, Kristen Neal has today's announcements.
Thanks, Elise. Good morning, Eagle Nation. Remember that you have until April 2nd to purchase your Relay for Life shirts or luminaries during all 3 lunches. All proceeds will go to the American Cancer Society. The Star English 1 test will be administered on Monday, March 31st, and the Star English 2 test will be administered on Tuesday, April 1st. If you're taking the test, please make sure to check the posters in the cafeteria and main hallway for your testing rooms on Friday. Testing will be in rooms 1201 through 1228. If you are not testing and have a class in one of those rooms or your teacher is administering the test during 1st through 5th period, please make sure to check the displaced teachers' posters to determine where you will need to be. Also note that on Monday and Tuesday, all students will be released and be required to report immediately to their testing room and or first period class at 8:15 a.m. instead of 8:23. The tardy bell will still ring at 8:30, but to get to the test started on time, please report to your testing room early. FCA invites everyone to Friday's meeting in the LGI room at 7:40 a.m. and be sure to mark your calendars for Dude Perfect. It will be held on Sunday, April 27th at 6:30 p.m. in the arena. That's all the announcements I have for today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Kristen Neal.
Thanks, Kristen. It was an outstanding soccer season for the boys and girls soccer teams. For the first time in Prosper history, both teams won the district championship, the girls winning theirs for the first time in history, and the boys winning their second consecutive title. This past Tuesday night, both teams traveled to Hebron to take on Frisco Centennial for the bi-district round of playoffs. The girls would strike first against the Titans, and the game went back and forth, each team staying in the game. In the second half, the Lady Eagles tied it up 4-4, but would lose a heart-wrencher in the last 15 minutes when they dropped the game 5-4 against the Titans. The Lady Eagles ended their season with a record of 17-3-2 and will return all but 4 seniors to the varsity team, looking to continue their momentum into next season. As far as the boys go, they played after the girls on Tuesday and a tough game against Centennial as well. The Eagles would go into the half 0-0 in a game that would not prove easy for Prosper. The Titans would strike first in the second half, but the Eagles responded quickly after. Unfortunately, the Titans put one more in the Eagles' net before the game ended, losing the game 2-1. The Eagles ended their season with a record of 14-4-3 and will lose 19 seniors, leaving only 4 players to the returning varsity team. All of this being said, congratulations to each soccer player on an amazing season. Let's look at this season's best moments. In other sports, a huge congratulations to the girls lacrosse team who won their first game in the history of the girls lacrosse program against Irma Rangel. The Eagles won 9-6 with goals by Haley Tenebra, Kelsey Lloyd, and McKenna Shirley. Jasmine Aguilar led the defense with 24 saves in goal. McKinley Waddell and Becca Harrison also showed great leadership in the defense. Congratulations again to the girls lacrosse team. Baseball had a not-so-successful night on Tuesday at Little Elm. Having gone into the game 4-0 in the district season, the Eagles learned that it's hard to stay on the right side of every thin margin. Even with the infamous Julio by their side, the game would prove to be a battle of the pitchers, with Dylan Bowen throwing for the Eagles. The game ended on a walk-off home run and the Eagles lost 3-2, but the result takes nothing off the table. With Wakeland losing to the Colony, the Eagles sit alone in the second-place spot and will face first-place Frisco Liberty in the Eagles' Nest tomorrow night for a tough game. The Lady Eagles softball team started out district with a big win over Heritage. The girls have fought hard and competed well. They are confident that as they approach the second round of district, they will pull out a few upsets. Freshman Abby Smith, freshman Taylor Moore, and sophomore Hannah Smith are ranked among the top 30 hitting leaders in 4A. Hannah Smith is tied for second for 4A in the most home runs. Abby Smith holds the highest batting average in the district, and Taylor Moore is tied for 6th for the most steals in 4A. The Lady Eagles are working hard every day with the goal of making the playoffs. Good luck to all the teams tomorrow in their games, but before we go, we have a special Relay for Life announcement from Mr. Wright. I'm Elise Parker, and the point after is good.
Today I come to each and every one of our students at Prosper High School without a teleprompter, without a script. I'm speaking from the heart, and I would like to encourage our entire student body to participate in Relay for Life. If you think about cancer and how it's affected you personally, with any family member, a friend, neighbor, just anybody you might be associated with, it impacts our entire society. I don't want to offer an incentive. I just want to encourage you and be very proud of you to do what is right and get behind this very worthy cause. Please support Relay for Life. Be a participant, not because I'm offering you some type of incentive or reward, just because I'm challenging our entire student body to examine what's right with what we do here at Prosper High School. Get behind and support this very worthy event that we call Relay for Life. Cancer is very prevalent in our society, and you can be a difference maker. The challenge is now issued to you. PHS, I'm so very proud of you, and get behind this very worthy event.